Inventors in the kitchen. Look around your kitchen. What do you see? Do you see paper bags? What about a microwave? Kitchens are full of clever inventions like these. But they started out as ideas in the minds of inventors. Let's meet some of those inventors and learn how they've changed our lives. Making a better paper bag. In 1850, Margaret Knight made her first invention when she was only 12 years old. But it was not her last one. She kept inventing new and better ways to do things for her whole life. When Margaret was young, paper bags were shaped like a letter V. They didn't have flat bottoms. Bags with flat bottoms can hold more. They're easier to set down on the floor or on the table. But making a paper bag with a flat bottom cost a lot of money. People had to do all the work by hand. They had to cut the paper, they had to fold it, and they had to glue the bag together. In 1868, Margaret invented a new machine. It made paper bags with flat bottoms. It cut the paper, it folded the paper, it glued the paper bags together too. Margaret's machines made paper bags better for everyone. Flash frozen. Clarence Birdseye was born in 1886. When he was a young man, he went to northern Canada. The people who lived there were called the Inuit. They caught and ate a lot of fish. In the winter, it got very cold. The fish froze quickly, and it stayed good for a long time. When the Inuit cooked it later, it still tasted fresh. Clarence saw how the Inuit froze their food. That gave him an idea. So he came up with his own way to freeze food. He put it in a box. Then he froze it very quickly. People could buy the box of frozen food at the grocery store. Clarence called his way of freezing food flash freezing. Flash freezing helps keep food very fresh. Today, many stores sell frozen foods, but the food is frozen in factories far away. Then trucks take it to the stores. But how does it stay cold along the way? A chilly drive. Frederick McKinley Jones invented a way to keep food cold on the way to stores. When Frederick was young, all refrigerators had to be plugged in. They couldn't be moved from place to place. If people wanted to travel with cold food, they had to pack it with ice. And if the ice melted, then the food went bad. In the 1930s, Frederick invented a new kind of refrigerator. It had a motor that didn't need to be plugged in, so it could be attached to a truck. It would keep food nice and cold during long drives. Thanks to Frederick, trucks can bring frozen foods to supermarkets. Now we can buy frozen foods and enjoy them at home. A new way to cook. Percy Spencer worked for a company that made machines. His job was to improve the machines. He used parts like power tubes. One day, Percy took a bar of chocolate to work, and when he stood next to a power tube, the chocolate started to melt. The tube was melting the chocolate. What else could it do? Percy wanted to find out, so he got some popcorn kernels. He put them next to the tube, and they started to pop. Percy had discovered that power tubes could cook food. He used them to make the first microwave oven. Washing the dishes. When Josephine Cochrane was young, people washed dishes by hand. The dishes bumped each other. They broke. So Josephine designed a machine to wash the dishes. The dishes went on racks. The dishes couldn't move. They couldn't bump each other or break. The machine shot hot soapy water at the dishes to clean them. People liked Josephine's dishwasher. In 1983, it won a big prize at the World's Fair in Chicago. Josephine began to sell her machines. She sold them mainly to restaurants, but today there are dishwashers in many homes. And here's a picture of Josephine Cochrane, and it says, "If no one is going to invent the dishwashing machine, I'll do it myself," said Josephine. New changes. All of these inventors changed what happened in our kitchens. They had good ideas. They worked hard. They built new machines. They came up with new ways to do things. Thanks to these inventors, our lives are easier. Refrigerated trucks keep food frozen. The trucks bring the food to the store, and we can buy this frozen food. We carry it in our home in a paper bag with a flat bottom. We could cook it in a microwave, and then a dishwasher can wash our dirty dishes. What do you think kitchens will be like in the future? What changes do you think we'll see?